12:22 p.m. We are departing on Surinam Airways Flight 421 from Paramaribo to Georgetown, Guyana. You can see one of their 737-300s in the maintenance hangar there. The other one, according to flight tracking data, has been at Orlando Sanford Airport for the last week or so. My guess is that it is undergoing a heavy maintenance check there. I would assume they don't have the facilities to do that here in Suriname. Michael, sitting next to me, has come in on Surinam Airways this morning from Belém, Brazil, departed at 5:30 in the morning, made a stop in Cayenne, French Guiana, and then came here to Paramaribo. What time did you get here? Like 8:30?
Yeah, 8:35 I think.
So he arrived 8:30. Our flight was supposed to leave at 10:15, but he got an email yesterday that it was being delayed by 2¼ hours. And so he had to wait here 4 hours instead of 2 hours. But for me, it worked out brilliantly because I was out till 11 p.m. last night watching turtles lay eggs on the beach and was able to get an extra 2 hours of sleep. So we are taxiing out now for takeoff. It will be a short flight to Georgetown, Guyana, to the west. 45 minutes is the gate-to-gate time. I haven't heard the flight time announced, but I would guess 30 to 35 minutes probably. (12:28) and here we go, blast off from runway 29 at PBM on our way to GEO, Georgetown, Guyana. It just sprinkled for a little bit, unfortunately, just enough to put some water on the window here to ruin my video. It's actually the first rain I've seen during my 3 days in Suriname. The weather's been beautiful, and well, looks like it was just a short sprinkle, and now the water's kind of run off the window already. So we are taking off to the west-southwest. So we are looking south toward the interior of Suriname, where there are very few inhabitants, and the road south from the airport terminates in about, I don't know, maybe 50 miles or so, and then there are no more roads. There is no way to drive to Brazil through the jungle. And we're making our right turn now to head northwest to Georgetown. Michael's third flight today. He's been hopping from Brazil to French Guiana to Suriname and now to Guyana, from Portuguese to French, Dutch, and then English. And we are flying on an old Boeing 737-300, and we still never got an explanation for the mysterious 2¼ hour delay that was announced yesterday. Our only guess is that they must have had some kind of non-emergency maintenance that they needed to do on this aircraft, and they decided to do it between the flights from French Guiana to Guyana, and then this flight that we're on continues to Miami, so many of the passengers on board are en route to Florida. Unfortunately, I'm sitting right over the left engine, so it's probably a little obscured for the video, but you can get a little bit of a glance of Suriname here, and now it looks like we're running into the clouds, so I'll pause the video here and start it up when we have something interesting to see again. Oh, it's a beautiful day above the clouds. Oh, that's right. We have a 1 hour backwards time change from GMT -3 in Suriname to GMT -4, the same as Eastern Daylight Time in Guyana. So we're actually going to be arriving earlier than we departed because the gate-to-gate flight time is only 45 minutes. So we should be going back in time 15 minutes. So we get an extra hour today, 25-hour day. (11:46 a.m. GMT -4 Guyana Standard Time, also Eastern Daylight Time. We are now coming upon the river that is the border between Suriname and Guyana. I believe it's called the Oriala River, and a little hard to spot amongst the clouds and the engine here, but you can see the brown water down below. We just passed over the Suriname border town of Guyanese, and we are now flying over the wide mouth of the river here. There is no bridge between the two countries, but there is a ferry service that takes you across the river. The ferry pier is 24 miles south of our current location, and Guyana is coming into view now. And we have just crossed the border, 11:47 a.m. Well, so we just officially changed from 12:47 p.m. to 11:47 a.m. going back 1 hour in time here. And we are now heading toward the town of New Amsterdam, Guyana. Interesting, they have a town in former British colony Guyana named after the capital of the Netherlands, which was the colonial power of Suriname. And you can already see some smaller villages down below. The coast is lined with numerous villages, and they are all numbered. We are currently heading toward village number 39, which also goes by the name of Eversham. So that's an interesting way to have your geography, that a village each has a number and a name, and the numbers seem to start in Georgetown and then run along to the border. Where we crossed was around village number 60, but then the numbers continue as you go south. It looks like it goes up to about village number 80. And we are now on top of the east coast road of Guyana, but I don't think we can quite see it here. Once we land, this will be my 116th country, so always very exciting to land in a new country and keep the list rolling. So we are coming in for landing at Georgetown Shetty Jagan International Airport, currently crossing over the Damara River, which flows north past Georgetown and empties out into the Atlantic Ocean there at Georgetown. Here the landing gear coming down at 2,800 feet. Speed 244 miles per hour. And yep, here's our right turn now. I think we're going to line up to come in from the southwest, landing to the northeast. Currently 6.6 miles from Shetty Jagan. much greenery below. And the jungle extends for hundreds and hundreds of miles to the south. Michael and I are doing an exciting excursion tomorrow to the far southwest part of Guyana in a small plane, going to visit 2 national parks with scenic waterfalls. Should be quite exciting. Hopefully the weather will be a little more clear than it is today, so we have wonderful views flying over the interior. Yep, we are lining up to land, heading to the northeast and paralleling the river, heading north to Georgetown. The mouth of the river from here is about 25 miles. (12:03 p.m. touchdown, and country number 116. Oh, there's the sign on the terminal, welcome to Guyana. Well, maybe that's not the terminal, maybe that's just the maintenance shop, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, here's the terminal. We have one other aircraft here. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a big plane.
Dames en heren, welkom in Guyana. Wilt u blijven zitten totdat de verlichting van storing vast is uitgedaan? Voordat u het vliegtuig verlaat, wilt u nagaan of u niets heeft achtergelaten in uw stoelzak of in de bagagebakken. Wij maken u erop attent dat bij het openen van de bagagebakken er handbagage uit kan vallen. We hopen dat u ondanks de vertraging een prettige vlucht heeft gehad en nemen hierbij afscheid van de passagiers die hier uitstappen. Wij wensen u een aangenaam verblijf toe in Guyana of waar uw eindbestemming ook mag zijn. Het was ons een genoegen u aan boord te mogen hebben en kijken uit naar de volgende keer wanneer we u weer van dienst mogen zijn. Namens Surinam Airways hartelijk dank en tot ziens.
So we took off at 12:28.
Transito passagiers met bestemming Miami
Landed at 12:03 with a 1-hour backwards time change. So 35 minutes in there. 35 minutes, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Guyana. Please remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off.
So we landed on runway 6 to the northeast. That's what I figured. Looks like there are some small local airplanes at the hangar in the distance there.
We do hope you've had a pleasant flight and we'd like to say goodbye now to the passengers disembarking here. We wish you a pleasant stay in Guyana or wherever your final destination may be.
I wonder if that was the old terminal over there, but this... Oh, there's building more of it now. This looks like a much more modern building.
I kindly request you to proceed to the transit hall with all their hands.
I don't know what this wide body is. Aerodynamic something? I wonder if that's a cargo plane or a charter. Georgetown International Airport, the gateway to South America. Welcome, Georgetown. Oh great, there's a huge sign over there we can get our picture with.
Well, I don't know that it's out there, is it?
Yeah, that's where it says arrivals.
Yeah, but aren't we pulling up into...
No, there's no jet bridge here. They have the stairs ready. New Timurhi handling services. Okay, 12:06 arrival time.